Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. It's Emily. I'm back. Hope you all have been okay. I've been gone for a week, working on rescuing shelter animals affected by Hurricane Florence. And we were able to, this trip, move over 50 animals who were shelter pets at the time that the hurricane hit, and it helped create some space for the owned pets that became displaced by the hurricane to have safe space in the shelters, but a lot of help is still needed, so that's something I'm going to be following up with and doing more work on in the near future. But I am back home for a short while before I head out to New York City for a month, the month of October. So I will be in New York City then, taking appointments both online and in person. So keep that in mind. There are a few days left on my reading special, which is $25 for a 17 card reading. I have a couple of those to finish, which came in over the week that I was away. But I wanted to come back and do another collective reading for you guys because it's been a while and I enjoy it. I have to be honest, I don't feel great today. I don't know if it's just the stress of the rescue mission or it's the fall equinox, all the crazy shifting energy, the full moon coming up in a couple days. I have a feeling it's got a lot to do with stress though, and I'm hopefully going to be trying to dial it down a little bit and start listening to my own body, because I am really, really bad at doing that and then end up sick. So let's hope I learn my lesson. In any case, I drew your cards, and the underlying energy for this time is the Two of Staves, which to me is like, set your intentions. Be clear about your intentions. Be clear about what it is that you want so that you can open up to receiving that. And that's sort of like the energy that's underlying everything that came out today in the cards. So the first card that I drew is Illusion, which is the moon card. And of course we do have the full moon that's about to come up, full moon in Libra. And a lot of times I do pull this moon card at that time, I think because it does, the full moon can help energetically start shedding light on our shadow selves or shadow things that need to be cleared. So that is important to take note of. But the clarifier for it is the Three of Hearts. And to me, this is asking us to really look at those things that we are butting up against right now that might be expectations that are maybe unrealistic or based in the old, I want to say patriarchy, or based in the old paradigm. What things are expected of us that are now outdated? What are we continuing to carry over even though we've outgrown it? What are we continuing to carry over that other people, the community, may expect of us that are no longer serving us? Are we staying in situations because we think it's the right thing to do? Let me rephrase that. Are we staying in destructive situations because we think it's the right thing to do? Or are we taking on a huge burden because we think that somehow this makes us a better person, or it purifies us somehow to take on huge burdens and suffer for it? All of those things are really part of the old paradigm, and it's not what we're asked to do anymore. We are asked to live lives of fulfillment and joy. And there are times when, we may choose to sacrifice something for someone else. But in general, our main alignment at this time is with our higher selves, and with the universe, and with the Creator, which wants growth, fulfillment, and joy for all of us. And through attaining that for yourself, you're then able, the implication is that you're able to share that with everyone else. And so it's not a selfish act. It's actually an act of making sure that you can then share with others and be a light for others and provide for others, etc. The second card I pulled is the Princess of Cups. And that one also has a very prevalent crescent moon in the photograph, or in the picture. And I really feel like this is asking us to allow ourselves to plant the seed of self-love, and plant the seed of communicating our own personal desires in a way that is authentic. And in doing that, you're helping to set your intentions for your relationships and situations moving forward. It's you speaking your truth in a way that is what am I trying to say? It's authentic. It is oh my gosh, what is the word that I want? It honors you, and it honors your soul, and it honors yourself, and it honors the place where you are in your life, and it's understanding of the growth that you are going through, and it takes into consideration the growth that you have ahead of you. So I can't remember this is how out of it I am. I can't remember if I said that it's clarified by the Two of Clubs, which is the Two of Wands. And again, this is the stating of the intentions. This is putting your stake in the ground and saying that you will no longer live by the expectations of a dying paradigm. You are now setting yourself up to live this life of joy and of abundance. And you are opening yourself up to receive all of that abundance. And it's like a heart, it's heart-centered, it's water, it's emotion. So you're opening yourself up to be receptive to those things, and the things that you are manifesting by setting those intentions. The next card is the Ten of Staves, which is like the Ten of Wands. And it's clarified by the Eight of Spades, which is like the Eight of Swords. So for me, I feel that I'm feeling a couple things. First of all, my first impression of the Ten of Staves is that we actually are wanting this culmination of energies. We're wanting to bring those energies together. We're wanting this culmination, this consummation of energies at this time, which completes that cycle. It brings you to the end of the cycle, of this energetic cycle in your life. So something right now is about to change, and it shows the eight of swords, or the Eight of, why can't I talk today? The Eight of Spades is pointing to the fact that with the end of this energetic cycle, you're going to be able to start breaking out of your mental restriction, the ways that you've got yourself tied up and not moving forward, not speaking from your heart, not accepting your own heart's desire, not making that known, not honoring it, all those ways that you've been doing that, you're going to start over with the ace coming up. Since that comes after the 10, it starts over with the ace. So that cycle is beginning again. And so you're going to start feeling some forward movement, some rapid forward movement, especially in the spiritual realm, and the energetic realm. So all of these transitions, this healing that you're experiencing right now, and you are experiencing healing whether you realize it or not, the changes that are taking place in your life, and I dare any of you to tell me nothing's changing in your life right now, because I know that it is. So all those changes that are taking place in your life are the result of the healing that's taking place because of the energetic shifts that are happening as part of this whole global shift, or this whole universal shift. And we are a part of that. Our higher selves are conducting that and are a part of that as well. And we may or may not be consciously aware of it, but we are making choices and decisions based upon putting ourselves in the position to make these shifts and release these things, to get us where we are intended to be at this time. So just know that this, again, is another cycle ending, and that there's going to be some forward movement following the end of this cycle. And the breaking free of that paradigm that no longer serves us is integral, as is making the very profound statements of your own intentions going forward. Today at the equinox, and between now and the time of the full moon, in 2 more days, I feel like this is the window of opportunity to make those statements, to set you up into a situation to really propel you forward. I feel like the undercurrent of the energies right now are to bring you into alignment, and to unify the energies within you so that you can move forward in a balanced way. And I know that doesn't sound very exciting. It actually sounds very bland. But the truth is, we've been flying back and forth on this almost like a pendulum, trying to come into balance. And we're walking right into Libra season, where you will bring yourself into balance. And really be able to step into your power, whether you are masculine or feminine, really be able to step into that power and balancing those halves out, which is imperative to being able to move forward on your path, to break through the illusion, to stand in your own power, to stand in your strength, to really connect with your heart space and your heart's desire, and to be able to attract the things into your life that you know are for you. Okay? I drew a Rumi Oracle card, and these are excessively long. The book descriptions are excessively long, which I am going to read to you. However, they are usually really, really accurate. So this one flew out at me. It's number 35, which totals an 8. And honestly, for the last week, I have seen so many 8s and 1s. It's like I'll drive by license plates that are 88111, or exits that are 108, 88, or whatever. So there's 1s and 8s all over the place right now. So anyway, this is an 8. The lover and the beloved. When you move beyond consciousness, you caress the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. And that is from Rumi. And this is the channeled message from Alana Fairchild. It is not enough to love me. I want you to allow me to love you. It is not enough to desire me, to want to be closer to me. I want to reach out to you and grab hold of you, drawing you into me and never letting you be apart from me again. There is so much more for us to experience, you and me, and that's simply gazing, even with love, at each other from a distance. Let me take you into my arms. Let me hold you until we cease to know or care whether you and I were once you and I, for instead we will be one. Will you allow it? Will you allow me? Will you allow us to be? And then the description of the card is, "Oh, sweet beloved, the divine, the great beloved, has a passionate desire for you, to love you, to touch you, to make the divine presence known to you, so that you will cease to fear the darkness, take delight in all life, and become mesmerized by the beauty of love in its endless emanations." But how we resist love at first. Oh yes, we have been burned before, have we not? Abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, and have suffered at the hands of some unworthy lover. Can this great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush, with the same bitter expectations that keep the heart closed? You are too beautiful to be hidden away behind a barrier or bitter and gated heart. That is unworthy of you. So then, can you allow the great beloved to reach for you, to receive that sacred touch every day, to be spoken to with words of love, to receive? You who grieve or who give of yourself, can you recognize the beloved wishes to give to you too? These need not be mutually exclusive happenings. Come now, deep down, you know the genius of the divine is such that in being received, much is given. You shall not be selfish in letting yourself be seen and loved. Allow it, rejoice in it. Take delight in allowing yourself to receive life, and let the world soak up the ardent glow of your sensual surrender into the great beloved's embrace. This oracle brings you a message. Something has to change in your physical world. You are in need of more sustenance, more love, more connection, and more nourishment that touches your body and soul and brings them into deeper oneness with each other, with life, with love. Dare you open up and allow that love in? The great beloved has desired that this be so. Will you heed that holy desire? Will you allow love in? Say yes. If you find this difficult, now is the time to gently, carefully tend to the walls you once placed between yourself and life. Walls of tentativeness, excessive caution, fear of abandonment and betrayal, doubt of your own lovableness, and doubts based upon past pain without sustenance or substance. You are so much greater than these crumbling walls. They are the stuff that is designed for demolition, not devotion and honoring. Can you begin to unpack the bricks you mistakenly believed were essential to your safety and well-being? You are too vast a sea for that small puddle of thought now. The oceanic world of love is your true home, and the sun is beating down upon you. It is too hot to gaze at the ocean longingly from afar, or even stand by its edge. Strip off your layers, run into the ocean and dive in. This oracle brings you special guidance. An offer or opportunity is on your way to you, or has recently been presented. It may be an idea you have been nurturing, or one presented to you by another person. Sit with it. Do you feel exhilaration? Do you feel energy at the thought of saying yes? Then say yes. Allow yourself to receive. There is divine encouragement in taking risks that feel wild and alive to your heart. So that's like spot on. Especially the need to take down the walls and the need to embrace the love of the divine in the way that allows your own self-love to flourish, which then allows the love of other individuals to reach you. Because if you can't allow yourself to love yourself, and if you can't allow the divine to love yourself, ain't nobody else going to be able to get through. And that is definitely something that I have been working on myself. But it also parallels really well what we were talking about aligning yourself and balancing yourself so that you can receive your heart's desire, and so that you can come to this place of culmination and step into the new beginning, the passionate new beginning that that you're bringing into your existence by breaking free of those walls that you've built. So I hope this is helpful and hopefully encouraging. And please let me know your thoughts. I am so happy to be back, and we'll talk to you guys more soon. Thanks. Bye.